Greetings and welcome to another episode of Coffee with Kiyonah. May you be blessed. Today I'd like to explore some thoughts I'm having about finding freedom from the Matrix. And I don't actually know a lot about the Matrix or the Patrix. I just know what I've absorbed as a conscious person walking through the world. But I would like to study it more. But this morning I'm thinking about finding freedom from the Matrix, or what I call Babylon, the mainstream, the establishment, the overarching paradigms, the meta-narratives, And what I'm thinking, of course, always has to do with awakening, awareness, alignment, ascension. And the message that's coming through to me today has to do with catalyzing. And how this has to do with the Matrix is, as more and more people go through the Ascension process, the Matrix is coming unraveled at a faster rate than they can repair it. And the way that we do the Ascension process, the awakening, the awareness, the alignment, the way we do the Ascension process, part of it is purging out old timelines. And in the Matrix, if we assume that it is a holographic, or it's like a hologram that's in our lives are in front of us and they appear to be this way, yet we are the ones who are generating it because of our programming, our timeline that we're on, or the script of the story. So negative timelines are collapsing all around. But the way that they collapse is not like instantly and without anything happening on our end. It is us actively going through our own negative timelines, going back through anything that we're attached to, some injustice that society did, or coming from a dysfunctional family, or having had an abusive marriage, or whatever the deal is, being catalyzed out of the Matrix by walking through those negative timelines consciously. When you grieve the loss, when you attain resolution, when you achieve neutrality so that you have the spaciousness to be at peace, The way we do that is by being conscious as we go through these things in a way that loves it up and blesses it up. Blesses it up. Loves it like Matt Kahn described. Everything gets more love, not less. Love is freedom. And love is a lot like water. Water, as it surrounds and flows through and past everything, just flowing in the moment, perfect manifestation, without resistance, without questioning, without grieving, without anything. It's just neutral, unconditional love. I think you could call it that. Love is like that. When you get into a state, it's like you are water flowing through any situation. And the Matrix, what I think is happening is they have constructed a Matrix over natural reality. We don't see the electrical patterns running through everything, the sacred geometry patterns that are within everything. We don't see the sound waves that are visible. We don't see all of those extra dimensional things that are there, but we just don't see them because this Matrix is filtering our perceptions. And it's doing it in such a way to emphasize fear and sex, war and sex, conflict and sex. And those energies are extremely powerful to them. And the way it plays out in the movie of life, in various scripts of life, is with negative timelines, so that you are in a state of suffering, and you manifest all these situations without even knowing it, because you're in this matrix. And if you can collapse those negative timelines, then the matrix won't have any way to control you. It can't feed off of fear or lust or whatever you want to call it. You are a sovereign being. So being free of the matrix, I believe, starts with awakening to the fact that there is a matrix. And then raising your awareness of how it is in every molecule of your creation around you. You know, how it is producing this picture. Just remember the best acid trip or other trip you ever had, and then just take a snapshot in your mind and overlay it on top of the world around you, and see what you're usually not seeing because the doors of your perception are closed. So getting free of the timeline, getting free of the matrix, so that you are free to flow like water through any dimension, any timeline, right here. You know, everything in the unified field is everywhere at the same time, infinitely, forever. And so we have the freedom as sovereign beings to not be enslaved by this matrix. It requires our consent. And we have been deprived of the awareness of our rights to not consent to the matrix. You know, and we are having to find our way through this together out of the matrix. And so I would say start with awakening, awareness, and then as you see the ways that it's influencing and controlling your life, activate yourself. Visit those old hometowns. Call that person you haven't seen in a long time, whatever. And go into it with unconditional love like water and attain resolution, so that that negative timeline collapses, and that's one less crack in your armor or one less suction cup pulling your energy into the matrix, and you get more and more free of it, and eventually you are free of it, and you can walk through it like you're walking through water, you know? And we learn to bless up everything, you know? Including the darkness and the pain and everything else. We love it unconditionally, like water will flow across anything, no matter what it is. You know? And then that sets you free of that emotional and spiritual and physical bondage. And I think it's a process. I think it takes time. I think everyone's at different levels of awareness and different phases of their journey and their evolution. But these are some of the clues that I'm hearing today. That we can basically crush the matrix and be crushing it, you know, and see it for the illusion that it is. It's a powerful illusion, but it's very flawed. And we are actual human beings, and we're able to see that. You know, it's like watching a bad magician do tricks that you can tell. You can tell what he's doing to make the illusion, so it's not totally real magic, you know, like Merlin would have done or something. So I just want to encourage you today, just think about ways that you can free yourself and other people from the matrix. You know, I'm not saying you have to stop watching TV, stop using the internet, or anything like that. I'm saying the more negative timelines we collapse, the fewer barbs that they will have in us to keep us tethered and keep taking our energy. So, you know, and I have actually done this in my own life, especially in custody battles, you know, and loved it to resolution, and then had the freedom of not having that bondage anymore, not being controlled by that fear, you know, and that freed up a lot of space that I believe was filled by my partner buying me a video camera and me doing these YouTube videos. You know, it just filled up with this love and connection and communication when I freed up the space. You know, and I had to grieve for a long time I had to process a lot of stuff. It's truly been a journey of a hero. And I don't think I'm totally free of the Matrix at all. I think I'm just beginning. And I just wanted to share some of the insights that have been coming to me today about how we can find freedom from the Matrix. So let Spirit lead you, let Spirit guide you, at least, if you need to consult someone or something. Open your heart chakra and your third eye and relax into the moment and allow messages to come through from your higher self or from the spirit world. And then pay attention to what you receive. Just like if your best friend told you something, you know. And then trust. You can discern whether it's natural truth or digital truth from the Matrix. So discern that and then go with it. You know, do the best you can with what you have from where you're at right now. Each day, free your mind. Free your mind and the rest will follow. You know, those who live close to the earth shall inherit the earth. You know, start bringing back good sayings that cast good spells on your life so that you are not hypnotized by the Matrix. You know, so that'll conclude the message for today. I wish you all the best as you find your own freedom from the Matrix. You know, back to the natural reality as it used to be, but here and now, of course, evolving closer towards the higher dimensions and just peaceful, unconditional love, you know, no war and fear, no greed and lust and all that. None of the stuff that generates the energy that the owners of the Matrix are wanting to harvest from you. Nothing that generates that energy so that they don't have anything to feed on, you know? So, remember to be beautiful and be free and be true to yourself. Be blissed and be blessed because you are, we are. And as you go through your day, take care and take it easy. And until I talk to you tomorrow, namaste and blessed be.